Hey everyone, welcome to the HauppaugeGaming podcast. I'm Sergeant I can't even talk right now. Sergeant Zombie Pepper. I can't talk or type. It's been a long morning. And I'm here with Mexi,
Hello.
who I am actually a follower on Twitch of, and he is a follower of myself on our Twitch channels. If you look right below us, you can follow our Twitch channels. I'm at Sergeant Zombie Pepper, and Mexi is at MexiHH, correct?
Yep, it is. So, so just to say a little bit about myself, I am 16 years old, still in high school, sadly, but pretty much I do Twitch and YouTube. I've been doing this for about a year. Twitch actually has been about 5 months currently. YouTube has been about a year already. And but I don't really get a lot of views, so it's not really a big channel. It's just a small channel. I play pretty much on the PS3 mainly. I used to play the Xbox, but I just kind of left that aside for a couple of years. But yeah, I just only play the PS3 currently.
Sorry, my mic is falling. I'm just a wreck today. Oh my gosh. Right. Okay. And for those of you who don't know, I'm Sergeant Zombie Pepper. I recently started streaming. Kind of been on and off with school being really busy for me, and right now I'm looking for a place to move, or I just got a place actually today. Yay! But I pretty much do Minecraft, Plants vs. Zombies, Garden Warfare, and Titanfall. Pretty much I've only been playing Titanfall. It's really all I've had time to play. But yeah, I'm really new. I have a really small channel, looking to gain more friends. You know, Mexi's one of my buddies. We have a few of our buddies over here in the chat. Hi guys, thanks for coming. So yeah, that is a little bit about us. So be sure to follow us on our Twitch channels. If you'd like a follow back, you know, just hit us up with a message. You know, I'll for sure follow your own channel back. And don't forget to follow the Hauppauge channel. So you just go down there, click the little follow button, good to go. And also be sure to check out Hauppauge on their Facebook, their Twitter, and all the links are right below the page. So just check those out, like them. And for those of you who don't know, we will be doing a giveaway today again. Yay, giveaway! Yeah. We do have a $25 Amazon gift card that we are giving away, so stay tuned to the podcast. I can't talk today. I just can't talk. Right. My eyes are burning. Yeah. Got something burning over there. My goodness. Okay, well, you ready to get started?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay.
All right, so topic 1, right?
Topic 1.
So what pretty much is that The Last of Us, it's a pretty cool game. It's going to be remastered on the PS4 bundle, which I'm actually really excited to check that out when it comes out.
I think right now it's only coming out in the UK. It's been announced. I haven't heard anything about US.
No. Yeah, I read that website you sent me, and it pretty much just said that it's going to be out for pretty much Europe mainly. Mm-hmm. We don't know anything about the States, if they're going to release it, but it's going to be around 375 to 430 euros, and that's $510 to $580 in the US. So.
Yep. And that release date is set for actually next month, July 30th, which I'm sure everyone in Europe is pretty freaking stoked. I'm really jealous. Really jealous. I wish it was coming out.
I know, like, that game is like really beautiful, has a really nice storyline, and all those graphics are really nice. And for it to come to the PS4, it's a really good thing to happen.
Yeah. Do you think it's gonna be a pretty popular bundled pack, like, because the game was huge to begin with? So, you know, do you think people are going to do kind of what they did with Tomb Raider, how that came out on the Xbox One? But this is a whole bundle, so do you think it's going to have people go out and buy a PS4, kind of like what they did with the Super Mario Kart 8, like bundled up with the Wii U? Do you think people are going to just get pumped and go out and buy PS4, and you'll see a rise in PS4 sales?
Yeah, probably, because it's like a really good game, and I'm pretty sure everyone who played the PS3 know what The Last of Us is. And if you haven't played it, go ahead, buy that bundle. It's really good. I'm from experience. I played a little bit of Last of Us, and it was a really nice storyline. And it really like it messes up with your feelings because I don't want to spoil anything, but at the beginning of the story, it really is a shocking story.
Yeah, it's by far one of my favorite games. I played it and I beat it within a few days. And I just like went to my boyfriend like, you need to play this game, and he wasn't really interested in playing it, and he just played it. Yeah, the opening sequence, he was just like, no, he was so sad, and oh, it's such a good game. Yeah, and I don't want to spoil anything, but like this, like I hope we see this in the US as a bundle, because I think it's a little bit more expensive, but like it kind of makes me want to buy a PS4 even more.
Yeah, and if you guys haven't checked it out, go ahead, look it up on YouTube. There is probably thousands of videos of what's it called, the difference between the PS3 and the PS4. There's a big difference between them, and you should check it out right now.
Yeah, and I heard with this bundle, they're actually including all the DLC with the game, which is really awesome. I haven't played any of the DLC. Have you?
I checked a playthrough for the DLC, and it was actually really shocking. Not gonna spoil anything, but it was something like a really twist in the game. I did not expect that to happen.
Man, I kind of want to look into that. But for anybody who may have purchased The Last of Us for a pre-order for the next gen consoles, or for PS4, they're actually refunding $10 for the price drop, because it's gonna be $10 cheaper. So if you pre-ordered it for PS4, then you actually get $10 back, which is pretty awesome of them.
It's a good deal.
Yeah. So hoping The Last of Us comes out bundle PS4 in the States soon.
Yeah, I'm
sure if it's a big hit over in the UK, I'm sure it's gonna make its way over here.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that.
Yeah. All right. So moving on to our next topic. For any of you YouTube people, might like this one. YouTube is actually getting 60 frames per second support. That's pretty gnarly. As of right now, they're at like 24 frames per second support. So I know they're making a boost up to 48 frames per second and 60 frames per second.
Yeah, I mean that's like a really good update. I think they should have released that a long time ago, because right now I checked gameplay from other people, and it does look nice, but I mean 60 frames per second does really add up a really good quality to the video. I think a lot of gamers out there realize that having 60 frames per second is way better than having 24 frames per second. So.
Oh, for sure, because it's going to help the actual gameplay look of the people who are actually playing it. So on YouTube, when they upload their videos, they're having their audience experience like the beauty of the game, instead of kind of this pixelated look, or the frame rate just being like completely kind of off and jittery looking, that it's not from their computer, it's just from uploading it from your computer onto YouTube, and kind of YouTube trashing that look of the beauty of the game. So what does this mean for gamers? It means that your games will on either Twitch or on YouTube are going to run a lot more smoothly. They're going to be a lot crisper looking, especially for PC gamers. Do you play a lot on your PC, or is it just your PlayStation?
I do both. Pretty much, if you try to record for a PC or play a console, it's going to drop down to 24.
Yeah.
But if YouTube's doing this of 60 frames per second, it's going to look way better, and it's going to be worth watching a video with 60 frames per second, definitely.
Yeah, so then everyone will be jealous of PC gamers all over again.
Yeah, it's going to happen again.
So, I mean, then there's this whole other thing that I was wondering, is what's going to happen to these people whose computers can't really hold, 48 to 60 frames per second. People with older computers, are they going to give you the option between 24 frames per second, 48, and 60? What do you think about that?
Thinking about that, I think a lot of people will have to upgrade their PC, because it's not to be mean, but YouTube does want to make a bit of money from what they do, and they might make YouTube to run 24 frames per second and 60 frames per second. but I think eventually everything's going to change to 60 frames per second over time. So
yeah. And then we're going to see them changing their apps for like mobile devices too, and being able to support that. Do you think mobile devices will be able to support that as of right now, or it's not going to be an issue?
I don't think it's really an issue right now, but maybe in the future when more mobile devices come out, they will probably be able to support 60 frames per second.
Yeah, it's just a matter of everyone updating their technology like we already are. So, we're not spending enough money on technology as of right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, people, YouTube, 60 frames per second. I think, we saw like a demo of people who were running. We put it on our TV and we were like, watch, like, this looks crazy. Why does it look, it was a YouTube video, like, this is insane. And I mean, it's really crisp, it's clear looking. It's just like, it's almost like you're in a theater now and you're kind of watching. It's really clear. It's insane how good it looks. And so I'm really excited, especially, for me being a filmmaker and playing video games, actually getting your footage to look just as good as it's supposed to.
Yeah, and also like HD is really demanding because I don't think no one wants to watch like a really pixelated type of video, 420 whatever. And most of all of us want to watch like an HD video. That's what I think. Yeah, I mean,
it's weird when you watch stuff in like standard definition. Now you're like, what is this ancient footage? Eat it.
Yeah.
So we're slowly starting to move like where people just don't even care about standard, and HD is just going to be the norm, I think, from now on.
Yeah, that's going to be like, the normal definition.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, that's how it is now.
So we'll kind of go off this topic and onto our next topic, which I'm not really too much aware of. I don't know. It's about Pacific Rim 2 is coming out. They just announced that they will be making it. Did you watch Pacific Rim? I didn't.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, it's a really good movie. The trailer kind of looked like Transformers at first. I was like, is this like Transformers type of thing movie? But no, it was actually a total different idea from what it is, and it's a really cool thing. I gotta say, I was really, really excited, and I really enjoyed the movie. All the cast and all the effects and stuff like that, they look amazing. I gotta say.
Can you just give me like a quick synopsis? Like, I know about the movie, but for like anybody else, like just quick synopsis of the film, like what happens?
Well, pretty much there's like this huge, gigantic like machines, and what you pretty much do is that you have two pilots, because to be able to control that machine, you need two pilots, and they kind of like connect their minds with the machine, and they kind of just like synchronize their bodies to control this machine and whatever. It's really a cool idea of what the director came with it. So.
Yeah, it was directed by Guillermo del Toro, who's actually one of my favorite. I love him. He did Pan's Labyrinth. He did Hellboy, which wasn't good, but Hellboy 2 was a lot better. So he's a really phenomenal director. He will be directing this one also. I don't think they started shooting it because they're saying it's going to be coming out in April of 2017. So we got a few years away before it actually.
Long time. But yeah, and what's it called? It says that they're gonna make animated series from this. So I was actually pretty shocked. Like, I don't know how is that gonna work, but I think that's gonna be kind of cool to watch.
I hope it's like an anime style. I think that would be cool.
Yeah, definitely. It's gonna be like a really good show to watch, like a TV show. I will watch it actually.
And then there's Erlo. He says a crap movie, The Utmost. I got it on Blu-ray with my Xbox One package. It was awful. So some people are just like, "Oh, it's good" in the chat, and other ones are just like, whatever. But needless to say, they are making a second one. So, is anyone else excited about this? What in the chat? Let us know what you would want to see in it. Apparently the same cast is supposed to be coming back. Like I said, the same director will be directing it. So just let us know in the chat for us. But But yeah, we are doing a giveaway today, $25 gift card for Amazon. So, woo, what to
Yeah.
buy? Need to buy cosplay costumes. I got a lot of conventions coming up right now.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, we cannot enter. We are banned from entering. So just stay tuned. We will let you know when we will be doing the raffle, and just be sure to keep talking in the chat. You know, and we'll try and talk back with you as much as possible. Um, but let's go on to our next topic. They are scrapping Rust, so say bye-bye to Rust. Did you play Rust? I played Rust.
I actually play a little bit, but I wasn't really at first. I was really confused how the dashboard actually looked. Like to get into a lobby, I was really confused. I'm not really good with PC, but it's I tried to play it. It was really complicated at first, so I needed to watch like a couple of videos how to make like a house or anything like that.
Yeah, I think something they should have done was like kind of a tutorial, because when I first started playing, I was like, how do I build anything? Because it was really confusing.
Yeah, there's just
and you die a lot.
Yeah, that happened a lot. But yeah, they pretty much just like drop you in a world without like anything, just like with a rock or something, and you're supposed to like take down trees and start, building houses and stuff like that. But
Aaron Ryers was saying that Rust was boring.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't play the game by myself, but when I got like together with friends, or it was like me and my boyfriend, and then we met like people, we kind of started our own little group, then it got fun up until, you spend 8 hours on the game building your giant tower of, whatever, making sure that you get into battles with people. But I think one of the main problems I had with the game was, getting loaded in the game, you finally start building stuff, and you have your one little rock, and you build your one little weapon, and someone comes up and they just shoot you and kill you, and you're like, kill me, I don't even have anything on me. I have like 3 pieces of wood and a rock, and I'm naked.
Yeah, and that happened a lot. A lot of people just started teaming up on me. I was like, oh, I don't really feel like playing this anymore. But I think I think they didn't really put a lot of effort into Rust. It was just mainly just like make a huge map, craft stuff, and then you're done. That was pretty much the entire game. In 1-2 points. But
we have a lot of DayZ fans in here also.
Yeah, DayZ. Yeah, DayZ. It's pretty fun. I never played it. I wish I could, but I mean, I don't really. I didn't really look it up, so I don't really know what DayZ is. I just know it's a survival game against zombies and other people. So that's what I know.
But before we even like lose our train of thought and start talking about, we were saying how Rust. So what does that mean is that pretty much the developers of it, it's by the same guy who did Gary's mod. So I guess what was happening is that they originally intended on building like another game, and then it kind of happened somewhere in between. It turned into Rust, and so what had happened was that they had all these codes, these layers of codes that were completely unnecessary, and it caused all these bugs and errors. And there's a lot of people I know, like with hackers in the lobbies. And I know that was like one of the reasons why we kind of stopped playing it after a while. You go into like a friendly area, and a bunch of hackers would just go in there and start messing around with people. So I think they kind of saw a drop in people playing the game. So actually, Rust is going to be taken off the Steam store pretty soon. It's just going to completely vanish. And what they're saying is that they're going to replace it with a completely different game. But it's going to be Rust, but it's going to be completely revamped. So I'm wondering, do you think they're going to get the people who bought Rust, like, just replace ours with because I don't know what's going to happen with that. Since I own it, do you think they're just going to give me the free game, or am I going to have to rebuy it? What do you think?
I think they will give it to you free, because I mean, I would complain if they didn't give it to me free, because you pay the money and just trying to buy the game again, then that would be kind of like a really bad move from the developers.
Yeah.
But I think they should make give the copy for free for the new game that they're gonna make. But yeah, it has to be free. Like,
yeah, because I mean, I spent like $20 on that game, and you know, it wasn't the greatest game. I had fun at some points, and you know, there was a lot of times where I did, you know, spend a lot of hours on it. But hopefully, you know, they're making it a lot more fun and better, and gonna kind of take control over their hackers and their situation. Aaron's saying Ceres is completely changing games, and DayZ standalone is completely changing game engine. Early access, folks.
Dang. Yeah. It's pretty good.
So, yeah. So I hope, you know, they can actually make it into a better game. I would like to see it. You know, do something better with that. Oh, so just to let everyone know, the raffle will be in 10 minutes. So please be talkative and active in the chat, because that's how we'll be able to determine who is our winner. And we will announce the winner in, like I said, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Woo, raffle. I want $25. So before our raffle, I guess we can kind of talk about our next topic, which is a game that I was really excited about, and now I see this. The Sims 4 is actually ditching pools and toddlers. That's right, I said it. Pools and toddlers are gone from The Sims.
Yeah,
Why?
A bum for all those people who like Sims. I actually played the early Sims that they developed, but I kind of just lost that game after a while. But they do, like, it's a really fun game to play, and a lot of people were really disappointed on the developers, you know, taking out the pools and toddlers. It was really shocking. A lot of people were really mad at this decision they took.
I mean, the one thing with the pools, though, like, it makes your house feel more like a house. You can build these giant pools. My favorite thing was like, oh, I hate this guy, and you put him in the pool and you take the ladder out and he's stuck swimming around and he dies in the pool. But that's so, I know a lot of fans are kind of outraged at this right now. You know, people are saying, why would you do that? It's an iconic part of the game. Which EA kind of came back and said, you know, with the whole pools and toddlers, that it's not coming out when The Sims 4 is actually released in September. So I guess if enough people complain and the sales aren't doing as good, then they'll go back and add the games in it, you know?
Yeah, but I'm worried about that because they can just make like a DLC from that. Like you have to pay money to get a pool. So, and that happens. Yeah, I hope they don't. I mean, that's really a wrong move to do.
Well, I could see it being like, because they don't have like DLCs, they have their expansion pack. So the next one would be like, summer fun expansion pack. Here's your pools back. Like, come on, no, it should have been in there in the first place.
Yeah, it's like GTA. Like everyone wants heights, but they're not gonna release it until they get rid of those hackers and stuff. So it's pretty much the same deal. But I really hope they actually release the pool and the toddlers at the same time.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, someone was saying, oh, what, the babies are going to go from crawling around to teenagers? Well, originally they had babies, they became toddlers, children, and then teenagers, adults, old people, so on and so forth. So now they just go from crawling around babies to children. You're missing that whole toddler area where they're learning how to walk and learning how to eat. They just go from that to a kid who's about to go to kindergarten. So.
Dang.
It's weird.
Yeah,
it's weird that they're taking it up.
Yeah, I wonder what they were thinking about. Like, I don't know. Like, is that gonna make them more money or like I don't know. Like, I really have no idea why they choose that. It would be interesting to know, but I don't really know why they did that.
Yeah, but if you haven't checked out the trailer for The Sims 4, it's pretty sick though. I mean, the game still looks really amazing. They added like a wider range of emotions for your Sims, more stuff to create your Sim people, and they're building elements like is really cool now.
Yeah,
I still think this game's gonna be pretty popular, especially for those who do, love The Sims. It might even bring people like myself who haven't played The Sims in a kind of long time come back to actually playing the game.
And I think they're gonna add more materials and building elements to the game, which is it's a nice thing to know that they're gonna add more stuff into it. So
the chat room is saying that all their expansions have totaled up to $500. Like,
oh god.
I know my sisters, like, they're all about The Sims and they buy every single expansion.
Yeah.
So it's pretty crazy. So, and people hate EA. I can talk crap. I can't talk crap about EA. I buy FIFA every year since FIFA was introduced.
I mean,
now this is turning into like a whole who do we hate, EA or Ubisoft?
yeah, but
what up, the Arrow Ace? What up?
Arrow, what's up, man? Welcome to the podcast. But EA is a good I guess company because they're the ones who really bring out really cool games, Battlefield, Dead Space, all those really cool games. But they sometimes take really bad choices to their games, so that really happens to all the games of EA, I think. But I
think my problem with EA is that they do tend to release like unfinished games. Yeah. And that's why they've been kind of this notorious for being like the worst company in the world, because they tend to do this a lot, and they kind of seem like money hungry, where it's like, oh, then buy this DLC or buy this expansion, your game will be better and fixed now. And it's just like, no, just give me a finished game to begin with, and I wouldn't talk bad about your game.
Yeah, I agree.
Earl, Battlefield, I learned that. Yeah, so I had never played a Battlefield game, and my boyfriend talked me into getting Battlefield, and I played it, and I was like constantly just sinking into the ground. I was stuck underneath the ground. I was like in a building. I'm like, how do I get out of this building? But it's just like me stuck. I've been on like roofs where I can't get off. Like it just was filled with way too many bugs. I didn't like it. I didn't like their shooting of the guns, and it would take like 3 rounds of ammo to kind of kill someone. Did not like that game. So.
But I think Battlefield, the building structure, I don't think was really planned out well. Mm-hmm. But the actual game itself, the guns, the game types, all that stuff, it was planned out pretty well for a big map. But the buildings, they needed to improve a little bit more on what really was. And I mean, me and my buddies play Battlefield pretty much every day, and it's a fun game to play. It really is. But there's sometimes, those type of bugs that always happen in each game. So I hope they fix that. So
we'll see. I know my boyfriend was saying that after this last patch it got better. So he's enjoying it a lot better. Even though he said he doesn't rage during that game, he rages all the time. He's a liar.
But that game's good.
So what we're gonna do now is we're actually gonna open up the raffle. So people just do your exclamation point raffle to be entered in the raffle, and we will kind of talk to the people right now in the chat. So if you guys have any questions, just go ahead, throw them out there if you want to start conversations while we get the winner of our raffle going. So as we wait for that, I'm just going to remind everyone, in order to win, be sure to follow the Hauppauge Twitch page, obviously. Just click on that little follow button. Click that follow button, and then you can enter the raffle, and you will be eligible to win. Be sure to check out me and Maxi's Twitch pages. Our little thingies are right down here below us. So, we would appreciate it if you followed back, and we're both down to follow back anybody who, wants a follow for a follow. Also, don't forget to check out Hauppauge on their Facebook page and Twitter page. All the links are down there. Like I said, just scroll down and click on those, and be sure to follow, whatever you fancy. So keep on entering the raffle. So do you plan on streaming at all? later today?
Maybe I was thinking about streaming The Last of Us, but I can't find my copy, so
No.
I have to find that. But yeah, I was thinking about streaming a really cool game. I don't know, maybe I was thinking about buying Sonic because I was a good fan of Sonic, and it's a pretty good game. But I don't know. I might stream, I might not. Really depends on the mood of playing game.
I know I've been slacking on my streaming like pretty hardcore. I've been just so busy and working nonstop, and just by the time I get home, I'm like exhausted and I just want to eat and fall asleep. So that's kind of what I've been doing. But now that we got our house hunt out of the way, we're moving into a loft, so we got that out of the way. So that's one less thing we have to worry about.
Yeah. Oh, Samus doesn't like move up. All right. Streaming there. Okay. But yeah, we're just waiting for that people to enter the raffle.
So just keep entering the raffle. Let's see. Anyone say anything in the chat? What's wrong with Moobot? We don't use Moobot. We use Nightbot. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's what we use. And the arrow says, "I'm working now." You can tell.
That guy.
Your secret is with us. Yeah. Whatever happens in the Twitch chat stays in the Twitch chat. No, Rolly, I've not played Noskoff yet. I've watched I think it was the Fragdolls. They were streaming it one day.
Oh, yeah. I need to check that game out. I literally have no idea what Noskoff is. Dang. Vampire versus humans? It's interesting.
Yeah, it looks kind of crazy. So what you do is you have your team, and they just kind of attack each other, and like the vampires, you all like crawling up the wall stuff, and they can jump really far. Yeah. So yeah, that's that game. Oh, okay. So we're actually gonna announce the winner at the end of the podcast. Yeah, so we just wanted to make sure to get everyone in. So yeah, we're actually gonna move on to our, little topic. So we're gonna talk about what Hauppauge products we use. I'm pretty sure both of us use the same things, so you're gonna hear the same thing over. So I've actually have been using my Hauppauge for about 5 years. I started off with the HD PVR, and I recently just upgraded mine to the HD PVR 2 Gaming Edition. So Hauppauge does this cool little thing where you can trade in your old HD PVR, and they will kind of take off a difference and send you a newer one. So I got the HD PVR 2 Gaming Edition at like a cheaper price. And I love it. It's small. It just sits right next to my Xbox. And it's just really cool. The quality I get is awesome. Trying to figure out, and it's just, yeah. I was wondering. Sorry, we're having technical difficulties.
Yep. I had no idea what just happened. Like, you were talking and just suddenly dead silence. I was like,
I know, I heard your Skype, and then all of a sudden it went like silent. Like, that's what I was like,
Yeah. Yeah, I hope.
Okay, so we're back. We are back.
Yep.
He's back. Thank you. We thought we lost you. I was gonna cry. But yeah, my HD PVR 2 Gaming Edition. I use it for my Xbox One, my Xbox 360, my PS4. It works with the Wii also, so you can pretty much plug any of those into your PC and capture any of your games. You can record to your computer, but I use mine for live streaming to Twitch, and it's always been awesome, and it's always worked for me. It's really easy to use.
Yeah.
What about you?
I actually use the HD PVR Rocket. It's probably one of the best ones, I believe. But yeah, it records 1080p. Obviously, it can be used on the Mac, which is a really good thing to do. Because maybe some people don't really know what really PC is or how to use it, so you can use it on the Mac. It does not actually support 5.1 surround sound, so if you're looking for that, I'm sorry, but it doesn't really support that sound system. It's compatible with the Xbox and the PlayStation, which is good. It's portable, and there actually other PVRs are wired, and you can only record games. You can't live stream with this HD PVR, but I mean. You have to look for that if you want to live stream. But you can actually record for YouTube in HD, 100% HD. It looks really, really good. And if you guys want to know more information about that, check out the website of Hauppauge. Maybe look for some tutorials on YouTube how to use your system if you have any questions. But
and I'm sure Joe will post the link to the Hauppauge website in the link. So yeah, they're reliable. Like I said, I've been using mine. I've never had a problem with mine. So we will kind of go over later about some of the other products and what they do and what they're good for. But before that, we'll kind of move on to our next little topic. And then DJ Calzon said, "How do we enter for the gift card?" Just do the exclamation point raffle, and you will be entered to the raffle. So go ahead and do that now. The raffle will be at the end of the podcast. Do it now.
So just stay tuned.
Yes, stay tuned. Counter-Strike hackers are on the rise during the Steam sale event. Apparently, they've been notorious for this every single Steam event. Have you heard about this?
This is actually the first time I heard of it, but I'm not surprised that there's hackers on Steam, because I've heard about like a lot of things about going on Steam with hacking and stuff. So I hope Steam kind of just gets everything together and just try to stop this, because it's not actually pretty good for their business.
Yeah, and they're like not even really considered like hackers, or considered just plain out cheaters, or they call them Smurfs in Steam. So pretty much what these people are doing is that they wait for CSGO or any Counter-Strike game to go on sale for super cheap, and then they buy them, and then they start like multiple new accounts. Like they just keep buying games, they start multiple new accounts. But if they leveled up like pretty high on their other game, then all their achievements, their guns, their items, they're all still there, and they're all like unlocked. So then they just go into the like lower level lobbies, because since technically they're considered a new person, and then they just go and like wreck shop, and it's kind of been like a nuisance in the Counter-Strike community.
Yeah, it's gonna be annoying for some people that just started up playing. I think.
Oh, I would be furious.
Actually, talking about Counter-Strike, I played that game on the Xbox. It was pretty fun. But I didn't really get the mechanics. I
thought it was hard. And I think I'm pretty good at like FPSs, and I had a hard time playing that game on Xbox.
Yeah, it was like the control was like really like, I don't know, it wasn't really comfortable to play with that. But yeah, if you guys are having difficulties in Counter-Strike, just go check it out. Go Google it and find out what's going on. Just stay informed about those hackers and stuff. So
yeah, and I know there's nothing really that like Valve or Steam can really do about these people. They can just kind of go through and ban the accounts, because they can see who this guy's really low level but has these super like nerfed and high level guns, and he's just going taking control of these games. And I think it's really deterring people away from wanting to play the game. I mean, like if I was in a lobby, like a lot of them get with like their friends too and do this, so they'll all be on a team and just go and destroy.
True. Yeah.
And then Rush Squad saying, "I never died on CSGO, but only played 2 games." Good job. You would survive in real life.
Yeah.
If you were ever in that situation.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And then like, what's your KD? Yeah, prove it. How good's your KD? How many kills did you get, Rush Squad? But yeah, I'm not a fan of Counter-Strike, so you know, there's not really much I can say. Anyone else play Counter-Strike? Has anyone else encountered like this problem, especially during the Steam sale event? Because I know one of my buddies, he's a huge Counter-Strike fan, and I can see him doing that though. I can see him being one of those guys who, you know, goes and buys multiple ones and plays and just owns all his kids. Totally see him doing that.
But yeah. So if you guys play Counter-Strike, just tell us and we will see. Because I did play this game before. It was really difficult to play, and I just kind of just dropped the controller, and you know, I didn't really want to play that game anymore. But yeah, if you guys having trouble with that, then just go and talk to anyone who knows how to fix this, because I don't really know how to help you with that.
I think when I tried to play CSGO on Xbox 360, I like brought out my knife and I'm like running around with it, but I couldn't like switch to any, because at first I started off like my gun, then I switched to my knife, and then I could not get out of the knife. And so I'm like running around like, how do I switch out my weapon? After that, I'm just like, this game dumb.
Yeah, it's just like dumb. I just start, you know, smashing buttons to see what happens. Hopefully I get the right one, but yeah.
And then Aaron says the servers for CSGO are god awful. Yeah, apparently they are.
I think Counter-Strike has a really good channel for Twitch. I think a lot of people take this game into a professional level. And, you know, having this problem, I think, it, you know, kind of brings down the business of Counter-Strike and all those people that played the game for a professional level. So
yeah,
that
I know there's like a ton of tournaments. Keto Bayrens, I don't know how to say your name. Oh, Keto J. What makes Hauppauge better than Elgato? I've never used Elgato, so I've kind of always been a Hauppauge person. When I first started recording onto my PC, they were probably one of the only few people who supported Macs, and at the time I was using my Mac to edit and record my games and upload them to YouTube and to go off to my Twitch. And so that's actually what kind of got me into Hauppauge. And like I said, I've never had an issue with any of my Hauppauge products, and they've always been like super good. I didn't realize something happened. So it's pretty funny. But I've never had an issue with them. It's been a really good product to use, and it's just really reliable and durable.
Yeah, I think Elgato has Hauppauge. It has been around for a long time, actually. Since I think YouTube started to get into the more gaming community thingy. I think Hauppauge was there when people started, you know, recording their games and so on. And then Elgato just came in with, you know, like almost the same software, but I think Hauppauge has a more, it's well made actually. It's well made. And I actually tried Elgato once. It was actually a bit hard. It was difficult to try to stream because there was a lot of bugs, and I heard there was like a bajillion updates for the Elgato. So that's downside for that.
Yeah, I've never had to really do any updates, and I don't think I've ever experienced any bugs with mine. So oh, sorry. I just we just want to know, for those of you who actually do use Hauppauge products, what would you like to see in the newer versions? We're actually doing this beta for our Rocket. It actually just came out of beta, and you can actually now start live streaming, which before you didn't use, so you can only record. So we just want to know what your thoughts are, what you would like to see with the newer products and the newer versions, if you had experienced any problems. But like I said, I haven't, so I wouldn't know what to say. So just kind of let us know. Just let us know in chat. Sorry.
Yeah, but HDPVR Rocket, pretty good device. So
And it's
if you're
super
looking,
small.
yeah,
It's really cool to kind of bring around. But I like that they added you can start live streaming from it. So that's a plus on that.
yeah,
So I think it's about time we take a little tiny break. We'll just have everyone in the chat keep on chatting, keep the conversations going. I'll still be here, so if you guys have any questions, just kind of throw them out in the chat. Be sure to follow the Pog on their Twitch channel. Just click the follow button. Be sure to follow Mexi and I on our own Twitch channels. Our little links are right down there.
Yep.
And then be sure to follow Hauppauge on their Facebook and Twitter accounts. So we're going to take a little short break, and we will be back.
yeah.
everybody!
Hey.
We're back! Just want to take a short little break.
Yeah, just to refresh our minds and just take a little break from talking. That's all.
Yeah, so anyone who has stuck around the chat, thank you. We appreciate you guys kind of keeping the chat going. We like talking to you guys, and it makes it a lot more fun. So thank you. Don't forget to enter the raffle again. So if you've already have done it, do it again, please. Just do the exclamation point raffle right now. And you'll be entered to win a $25 Amazon gift card. But be sure to be following the Hauppauge Twitch page, and don't forget to follow them on their Facebook and Twitter page. All the links are right down there, right below. Yep. So we'll be doing the raffle actually at the end of the podcast. So stay tuned, stay here.
Yeah.
You sit right there, sit in front of your computer screen and don't move. And talk to us, be our friends.
Yeah.
But for anyone who is new to the chat, welcome. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, we appreciate all the follows and everything you do.
So we got kind of a silly topic as our next one. Rock Simulator. We're gonna talk about Rock Simulator. What is there to talk about Rock Simulator?
I don't know. Like the title pretty much says it. You're rock.
You're a rock.
Just standing there. I read a little bit of the web page, and it said that it was supposed to be like a map as big as Skyrim type of thing.
What?
Which I'm actually surprised, because I don't really know what you're gonna do in that world. But supposedly, like, if people actually mod that game, they can make, like, I don't know, a different troll game just like Gary's mod. But yeah, that's
I wonder,
too intense.
Like, all I've really read about it was like you're a rock and there's different locations where you can go be a rock. So it's on a Steam Greenlight project as of right now. So is it done by the same people who did Goat Simulator? Do you know?
I don't even know who made Goat Simulator, but I'm pretty sure it was the same people. I believe should be.
It's Strange Panther Games who did it. But like, does the rock move? Like, can you move as the rock?
I think you can just maybe spawn a different location, but I have no idea.
And do what? Grow moss? Like, what are you doing? Oh my gosh, this is such a dumb idea.
I mean, I don't know how much money they put into this project, but I hope they get a money from that. But because it's supposed to have like really nice graphics, like the atmosphere is supposed to be like really good, but I don't know. Yeah, there's Battlefield in the background.
Yeah, people keep noticing the Battlefield. My boyfriend's playing. But like, I'm just trying to find like any more information as of right now. Like, some people are just making this way too lets you play out a perverse fantasy as living as a rock. Like, what? Oh, like, I just want to know what you do. Can you move? Yeah. Oh my gosh, wait. I think they may have footage I just found.
Dang.
Which is pretty hilarious. Because I think it's going to be on Battlefield. He's playing on his Xbox One right now.
Battlefield.
Come on, show me something. So the video I'm watching is just, the rock does move. The rock moves. It rolls. You can roll it down a hill. You can customize the rock. You can change the shape, size, and texture of the rock.
Customize. I mean, there's nothing a lot to a rock.
You guys, there's different rock levels. There's more than 5 rock levels, just to let you know.
And there's gonna be DLCs, I believe. Probably like Outer Space or something like that.
That's why I say genre. This game's
That's
so stupid. Oh my
gonna be
god.
so. God.
So that's
Like, I wonder what people think when they create this game. Like,
they
it's
have a
like,
lot of time on their hands.
yeah, it's like they sit down. It's like, hey, you're gonna make a game, a rock.
I mean, our chat feels like it's gonna be the game of the year. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm like crying right now because it's so stupid. Moon rock. You better have a moon level. It just sits there. I think you can kind of shove your rock. The video that they have of it, it's free to play, just in case. So there's a standard mode, a rock and roll mode, and a sandbox mode. So, oh, guys,
gosh.
oh my gosh, this is just way too funny.
But yeah, I
The
think
game
all
is
the
We got tons going on in here.
yeah. Oh god, Rock Simulator.
Anyone played like Goat Simulator or
Yeah.
are these like simulator games that's gonna start like exploding and popping up
silly.
everywhere?
Yeah,
I mean, I really wanted to play Goat Simulator like really bad. I still haven't.
yeah, it's a fun game. I've watched some gameplay and they added a new DLC or an update. So yeah, it's pretty fun. I think the simulators are pretty silly when it comes down to anything.
But I feel like they're fun at first and they're really funny. You go and go you play around with your friend, you mess around. It's really funny, and then after a while, it's just like, all right, it's not funny.
It's
anymore.
like that's it. I'm looking at the video on the stream.
Because somebody says he's getting it. Goat Simulator is hilarious, man. You wanna? Is it anyone knows if it's went on sale on Steam? Because I really want to get it.
Yeah.
Or how much? Does anyone know how much Goat Simulator is right now?
Goat
Dude.
Simulator.
Yeah, they should totally give you a pet rock if you pre-order it. That would be amazing.
Yeah. It's like
I had a pet rock.
Yeah.
I totally had a pet rock, and he had his own little house. And he would just sit on my shelf. And then I think I threw him out into the yard one day and never saw him ever again. Don't take your pet rock outside. You'll lose him forever and ever and ever. $6? Oh my god. I'm getting it. I am getting it. I must get Goat Simulator. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this game also probably won't be too much money. I think it's an alpha right now.
Should be. But yeah,
Aaron said a pet rock. How am I meant to look after one of those? Yeah, it's a big responsibility to have a pet rock.
Yeah.
They take a lot of attention, grooming, time.
Too much hassle.
Okay, so that's Rock Simulator. You can kind of look up. They have an alpha video. It's pretty hilarious. Just a rock sitting there.
The rock.
Made me tear up, cry a little bit.
Can't wait for that.
If they get a moon rock, I'm getting it. They have a moon level. I want to be a moon rock, or like a rock in the ocean, like a giant boulder in the ocean.
Yeah, that would be good DLC.
Or you're an asteroid. The asteroids are rocks. Oh my gosh, what is this? Yes, a pet rock USB. That's sick. What? That's so $5. There we go.
Man, I don't know, rockets for a lot. Just Christmas.
So we're gonna kind of go off to our next topic. Enough about this pet rock and Rock Simulator. For anyone who hasn't, yeah, just what like Nightbot said right there. Be sure
Oh,
to
yeah,
send us any information that or any questions you may have or what you want to
yeah,
see in updates for your Hauppauge products. We'd really like your feedback, and this is a great place. Kind of, if you've had
just to,
any issues or
yeah,
what you would like to see, just go ahead and send them to us. Um, but we
yeah,
kind of talked about this before. I know you weren't there, but we kind of talked about this whole huge battle going between NVIDIA and AMD. Did you hear about that?
yeah. I read it. Like just skimmed through it, and I saw that AMD was actually in charge of Watch Dogs graphics development, I guess.
Mhm. Yeah.
And a lot of people were really sad of what AMD did because I've seen like gameplay of Watch Dogs. It doesn't look like to its full potential, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then so for anybody who doesn't know, there was this whole controversy over Watch Dogs. So, um, pretty much people who were playing Watch Dogs and were using an AMD graphics card, they were saying that their their graphics card wasn't going up to the 60 frames per second. So there was this whole thing between is it the game itself or is it the graphics card? And
yeah,
NVIDIA, kind of being the little punks they are, came out to like it's the AMD graphics card because everybody else with NVIDIA graphics card hasn't had a problem. And so
yeah,
there's kind of been this war raging between AMD and NVIDIA, and they're kind of being a bunch of little schoolgirls right now going back and forth on who's better than the other person.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah, this
so
has been going for a long time actually. Like I read it
yeah,
and I thought it was just like right now, but it has been going for a while. And I've seen the games that I think AMD actually was part of. And there was like a huge list of different games, and
mhm,
I'm actually surprised about that.
yeah.
But
Um, so anyone who has, I think I have a NVIDIA in my PC. What do you have on yours?
I probably video or something like that. I have to check that. But yeah, I think video it's actually pretty good. But I think AMD is in PS3, Xbox, Xbox One, Nintendo. I think so. AMD is in pretty much all consoles and PCs. Nvidia is pretty much only for consoles, I believe. So
Taking Watchdog back board with it, to be honest, we'll trade in with Titanfall and Battlefield 4 for Sniper Elite 3.
yeah, um, I can't really
We were
tell you.
supposed to, yeah, we were supposed to, apparently we want a free copy of Watch Dogs and we never got it shipped to us, so we're kind of bummed about that, but we
Yeah,
never got the chance to play it. But
yeah. I don't really know how to tell you if it was really worth giving it back, but yeah,
the
I
hype kind of
was.
ended, I feel like.
Yeah, like a lot of people were really sad of how much time they really put into this game, but the graphics were the thing that a lot of people are really into. Like
Hmm. Yeah, it's like
graphics
becoming like the number
nowadays
one
is
thing.
yeah. So if you make a game and you don't have nice graphics, you're in big trouble because a lot of people are going to be chasing you and they're not going to be happy. So
Yeah. And then apparently, I think it was one of the websites they did a poll with their people on their website, and they asked, who did they like better, AMD or NVIDIA? And actually, NVIDIA like kind of led by a lot. A lot of people were
yeah,
not fans of AMD, and I know AMD is now coming back, being like pretty upset about this. Um,
yeah,
and I think there's a AMD who's pretty close with Ubisoft. I think Ubisoft's kind of going over and going to the Nvidia side, and so they're
yeah.
afraid they're not going to be losing them as a partner.
Yeah, because I guess Nvidia has an advantage because they have a lot of partnerships with them,
Hmm.
and AMD has pretty much barely anyone. But I think Nvidia might take over. But I guess AMD they're just trying to put their best out there and put in their graphics card and stuff like that. But Nvidia is probably gonna take over in a while. So
Yeah.
yeah.
What about our chat people? What do you feel is better for anyone who's kind of used both? I'm fairly new to PC. I've kind of been Mac my entire life. no one say anything bad about Macs. I'm a film student. We use Macs.
Yeah.
But who do you think is better, NVIDIA or AMD? Do you think they're kind of blowing this out of proportion? Because I think they just want drama. Like, it's just okay. Get over it. Stop bickering, you two. The Arrow Ace says, I like NVIDIA, but this makes me feel bad for AMD. And then, yeah, NVIDIA is taking over, especially with the Titan series. Oh, Tara, no. You want what? You watch your mouth.
Yeah, I think, just to tell you, Tramp, I think a lot of people use Apple products, if you know, like a lot of good producers use that because it was especially designed for producing media, I think.
Yeah. For music, for movies, it's industry standard. It's what we use. And I've never had problems with my Apple computers ever. I had my MacBook for like 6 or 7 years before it like finally crashed on me. But NVIDIA, yeah, everyone's a NVIDIA fan in this chat. So we can probably see them be partnering up with a lot more gaming companies, and yeah, I kind of do feel bad for AMD because they've got this one little bad rap. It's kind of sad for AMD. They're getting bullied.
I mean, if they do pull it off for the next game they're gonna support, maybe they will stay in the game. But if they don't, then NVIDIA is gonna take over pretty soon.
I know, like AMD supports a lot of, especially Ubisoft games. I think it was like all the Far Cry games. Oh man, I'm trying to find that list.
Batman,
Plants vs. Zombies, the Batman games, Battlefield Hardline, Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm trying to think.
Yeah, there was a list somewhere. Yeah, it was like Thief, Crisis 3, Bioshock Infinite, Sleeping Dogs, Tomb Raider. Yeah, so it's a lot of good games that are being supported by AMD. So I don't know what would happen
too, not just little games, like huge games.
Yeah, like maybe talking about Murder Soul Suspects, a good game. Dragon Age. Yeah, I think they're pretty good games. And if actually AMD shuts down, I don't know what would happen to those games. Like, I don't know if you would have to buy an entire new copy or anything. So.
Well, I also noticed another game on the AMD list was Guacamelee. It's a indie game on PlayStation 3. So I guess if anything, they can kind of start going to the indie game route and supporting more indie games and
the indie game. Yeah, the indie game industry is huge. Yeah,
it's huge and it's popular, and more indie games, especially, are getting a lot more attention than they used to. And let's see. The chat's kind of going crazy right now. There's a mixture between Apple products and AMD. And then Rush said AMD has to be behind because the standard is Intel made, so the Intel has to approve AMD first. Because someone else, it was Arrow, seems like AMD is always a generation behind with both types of their processors.
Damn. So yeah, they have to Guacamelee.
So they just have to pretty much stay on top of their game, and pretty much NVIDIA is kind of leading the way in that, and they're just ahead of them. So I don't think they're gonna ever like go out of business. I think there's always gonna be a place for them, but I think just NVIDIA is gonna kind of take over and be the norm in all processors and whatnot.
Yeah, they're the ones who really stand out more than AMD. So
we'll be getting a lot more partnerships with multiple bigger game companies, and AMD might lose their partnerships with whoever they're using.
True.
Okay, so right now we're actually going to talk about the Hauppauge products. You kind of heard Mexi talk about the HP PVR rocket. That's what he uses. We're going to reiterate that and talk about some of those again, but I'm going to kind of talk about some of the other ones. And you've heard me talk about the HP PVR 2 Gaming Edition, but I just kind of want to talk and let you guys know what some of our products are. Joe will post a link that will probably take you to where you can get more information on these. So I'll start off first. There's three types of PVRs that are, are especially good for gamers. There's the HD PVR2 Gaming Edition Plus, the HD PVR2 Gaming Edition, and the PVR2. So they all use HDMI. They can all run up to 1080p. They can run on both Mac and PC. But it's optional on the HD PVR2 Gaming Edition. You can also record your in-game chat. They're all compatible with Xbox, your PlayStations, your Wii's. So that's for people like myself who play on every single console possible. Yeah. It's perfect to use. And the cool thing about when you get your, whatever you decide on choosing, you get all the cords that come along with them. So they'll give you one cord. So I can sit here and I can unplug it from my Xbox to my PlayStation to my Wii without ever having to touch my HD PVR2 Gaming Edition. So it's just one little cord. I just unplug one, plug in the other, and I'm done. Yeah. I'm set.
That's
really easy to use. Yeah, I think it's amazing. And the fact that you're getting three cords, you don't have to go out and buy all three separately. They all come together. So you can also use the HD PVR2 Gaming Edition Plus, HD PVR2 Gaming Edition, and the PVR2 to stream to Ustream or Twitch TV. The main and only difference really is that the HD PVR2 and the Gaming Edition Plus, they can record in 5.1 surround sound, but the HD PVR2 Gaming Edition cannot. So if you really want to get your sound quality in your game, I would look at getting the HD PVR2 or the Gaming Edition Plus. Again, the HD PVR2 Gaming Edition does not record in surround sound. So if you kind of want to go over the Rocket again and kind of reiterate what you had said earlier.
Yeah, so what I pretty much said before, it was that the HD PVR Rocket records in 1080p for both PS3 and Xbox. You can use this on the Mac. So if you have a Mac, you can use this on the Mac. It's a really good feature as well. You cannot record 5.1 surround sound, which is... I guess a lot of people don't really use 5.1 surround sound, so you don't really have to worry about that a lot. It's portable. That's a good feature. A lot of people don't really want to have like another concert type of thing. So if you're looking for a portable device, that's a good way to go when you get a recording device. You can stream. You can record for YouTube, 1080p, very easy to use. It's really simple, and I love the software of this new product that came out. So I guarantee you're gonna have a good time with the HD PVR Rocket.
Yeah, and like I said, they're really good products. They're really reliable and durable, and they like I said, I've never had an issue with any of the products that I've used. Another thing we kind of wanted to mention is next Tuesday, they have a deal going on for the HD PVR Rockets where when you get two of them, they're only $199. So be sure to check out the Hauppauge Facebook page. You'll see more info there, and they'll be posting on how you can get that deal. So like I said, two HD PVR Rockets, which is awesome for $199. Yeah. Awesome. So be sure to check out that deal. I might check it out myself, to be honest. And then for those, there's some people in the chat, do the exclamation point raffle. That's how you enter for the raffle. We will be doing the raffle at the end, but be sure to be following the Hauppauge Gaming Podcast Twitch page. So click that follow button. And then also be sure to follow Mexi and myself, or I think he might be down there.
But just follow, everyone. Follow us. Follow the channel and check out the web page of Hauppauge. It's very well laid out and it's very straightforward. So you won't have any problems with it.
Yeah.
So
if you want any further information, you just go on there and it's pretty easy to find whatever you're looking for. Yeah. And then let's see. Can you stream the HD PVR on a Mac? That's the old version, yeah. The HD PVR, that's what I originally used to stream. But you should trade it in, Better Chat, because you can get the HD PVR2 Gaming Edition, and you can still stream on your Mac, or you can stream on your PC. I used it for my Mac, so it's not a problem. So be sure to follow Into the Raffle. Raffle will be at the end. Let's go on to our next topic.
Yeah. So the next topic is gonna be Steam Summer Adventure Rigged. So that's a bomb to hear from Steam. Like I said, they were having a lot of
I think
problems.
it's more of like a question mark. Like, is it rigged? A lot of people are saying that the Steam Summer Adventure is rigged.
Yeah.
Are you part of that? Do you care at all about that?
A little bit. I mean, I don't really own a lot of games on Steam, but I was thinking about getting a couple of games in there. So, reading this article was actually pretty interesting to know when you buy a game. So, it's a good information to know.
Yeah. So pretty much what the Steam Summer Adventure is? It's a like kind of a community event where anyone who has Steam, you can pick a team. There's like a blue, green, purple, red, or pink team, and you choose to be on that team. And then what you guys do is that you craft badges that earn you points for your team, and then you can steal points away from other people. And then also, I know when they choose what games you want to sell or what games they want to put on the sell event, you vote for that. So the more votes your team gets, you get more points. And then also you get points for like trading with other players, purchasing cards, crafting badges. So there's like this whole little game that's going on with that.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are saying that it's actually rigged because there's been, I think, like 3 teams that were going, like, just winning by a lot.
Right.
Yeah. Did you read about that?
Yeah, so I saw a couple of pictures of how it went, and yeah, it seems that they're having problems with that. Not a lot of people are really upset with that, so yeah, that's gonna be a problem.
And there's like a few different controversies as to that. It's like either some Valve themselves are the ones who are controlling the 3 head teams, or that, you know, people are also saying it's like Reddit. People on Reddit have formed a team and they're kind of taking over. What was that?
That was my
that was
brother.
so loud.
That's right. That's
yeah. That was really, really loud.
Sorry.
So Aaron is saying that it is rigged. That there's a full community thread about it, and I know like Valve kind of has not stepped up and done anything about it. They're just kind of like, whatever, it is what it is. So yeah, I'm not fully aware of how the whole thing works, but I know like Reddit, they started their own thread and it was called Operation Everyone to Work as a Team. And so Reddit being this huge community that it is itself, you know, of course it's gonna probably be one of those huge teams.
Dang. Yeah, so, I'm actually impressed by Reddit, but yeah, it's a good thing. Yeah, I don't really know anything about Steam. Like I said, I just started out like trying to use my PC and stuff, so yeah, I'm just starting out to use Steam. It's pretty good.
Freakstream says, I hear Mojang is stopping all outside servers, though, aren't they? Last week we actually talked about Mojang kind of shutting down a whole bunch of people who were charging people to actually go into their servers. So they're putting an end to that, which is kind of good because they're saying other people, you can't charge people and make money off of our game. That's, you know, it's not right.
That's
so I know they're taking that out. That's what Mojang said, and they're trying to make it so that people, like the little kids especially, aren't charging like hundreds of dollars to their parents' credit cards to kind of enter.
Yeah, that's a big problem they have. What would be a good team to join?
I think Red was like in the lead. Hold on.
I think so. There was, check. There was Red Team, I believe.
Yeah. Who?
Yeah, Red Team is the one that's leading currently. So if you want to join the Red Team, that would be a good idea.
Was it Red? And I think Blue was also up there.
Yeah.
You should post the link in the chat.
This is a picture where I got it though, so
Okay.
let me just post that.
Oh, and while he does that, anyone who's in the chat, if you have
Nice bot.
if you anyone, if you have any questions, please just post them in the chat, and I know Joe himself will kind of try and answer them as best as he can. We're looking for feedback about any of the products, so tell us what you would like to see or what we can fix and improve it. You guys can.
You guys can Google it.
So yeah, I think with the Minecraft servers, they'll be shutting them down. I think August 1st is what Joe is saying. There, Joe posted the link. Thanks, Joe. You're the best. So purple, red, and green, but that was an old one. So I think it's constantly changing because they pick winners every single day.
Yeah.
And so they win badges at the end of the day. But I had no idea about this. I've been on Steam for a while, and I guess not that into Steam. I just kind of play a few games here and there, and
true. Yeah, it changes over time, so there's really not like a good answer for this, but you just have to keep updated with that. Who is winning, who's not.
And then Exterminator saying for the HGPVR 3, ooh, 3, optical cable input and output, please. And then the new beta software needs to support lower CPU with HD cameras. So those are some things that people are wanting to see from the Hauppauge products in the later versions.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Thanks for your feedback, guys. We really like it. If anything else, just keep letting us know. Also, because we need as much information as possible. And anyone else, you can keep entering the raffle. At the end of our chat, we will be doing the raffle for the $25 gift card. If you notice in the chat, people are doing the exclamation point raffle.
Yeah.
Do that. That's how you enter. Just a little FYI. And someone's saying Exterminator. You're saying to add overlays for live stream. I think a lot of people, though, we use like we use the Hauppauge to record, but I use XSplit to live stream, and it's really easy to use XSplit to add your overlays.
I think XSplit or OBS would be a good way to start out streaming. I think that's the easiest way to start out. I don't know if there's any advanced software out there, but I'm pretty sure you have to pay for that. So XSplit, I'm pretty sure you have to pay for that as software. Yeah, so if you're looking for a free software, there's OBS, but I think XSplit is actually a bit better than OBS. So I think just put that over there.
Oh yeah, and then like we said, XSplit it supports the HD PVR, so I've never had an issue using XSplit with my HD PVR, and it's just like I said, it's really easy to use. It connects automatically from my recording from my Hauppauge product or software, and it goes straight into my XSplit. So and it's just you can add all your overlays from there, your follower things. So check that out. I'm going to go stream by Rushko. You're gonna miss the raffle. Don't leave us now. You've been here for so long.
I know. I mean, just stay in the chat at least, and we'll tell you if you win or not. OBS does not support the HTTP, so
I know they did because when I started using OBS.
Yeah, I think it should be supported as well, but I'm pretty sure they're gonna release an update.
I think OBS did an update and then it didn't work anymore, and I think that's why I went to XSplit.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think XSplit is too expensive. I think it should be around a cheap price. I'll just pop it on chat. Okay,
Okay, so we're gonna move on to a topic that
Yeah.
I'm actually very familiar with because people are gonna give me probably hate. I'm a Titanfall girl, so I'm in the PMS clan and I'm in the Titanfall division for Xbox One. But their update just came out.
Dang.
Yay, update! I like update. I like cool updates, and this was a really cool, awesome update. Have you played? But you're on place. No,
I don't play Xbox One. I have the PS4 and PS3, but yeah, I wish they released it for the PS4.
Mm-hmm.
But the gameplay looks amazing for Titanfall. Like I've watched
really
it.
enjoy it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool game to play.
It's passing the time while I'm waiting for like Destiny, which we'll be talking about next, Destiny. But I don't know, I really enjoy it. It's kind of replaced Call of Duty for me. But yeah, the fourth update just came out, and it's really it's a sick update. Like I checked it out the other day, and it was really cool. So there's a new game mode. They've added more burn cards. They fixed the weapons, and they've had a few bugs I know they fixed. So I'm just gonna kind of go over the big ones and the more popular ones that they've done. So there is a featured game mode that came out. It's called Mark for Death. It's a lot of fun. I've really enjoyed playing it. So
Mark for Death.
Yeah. What happens is you're on your two separate teams, and then randomly it just picks one person on each team, and they get marked. So everyone on the map knows where they're at all the time. And so you have to kind of kill the other marked for death person on the opposite team before the person on your team dies. And then once someone on the other team or your team dies, then they change who gets marked for death. So it's kind of, and it's completely random. There's like some games where I'm not even picked at all.
Yeah.
And I get really sad because I can always outlast them. I think I've only gotten killed once during mine.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like a cool, what's it called? Game type.
Yeah, and it's really fast paced, and it's super fun. And then I don't think it's out yet, but I did check. It's Wingman for Last Titan Standing. It's supposed to be coming out. It's a new game mode also, so I just haven't checked that. I've only been able to play a couple times this week. But there are 14 new burn cards for Titans. Titans have burn cards, believe it or not. And those enhance your Titan abilities, which is pretty cool, because right now you only had your burn cards, for your pilot. So your Titan's now going to have more
skills and stuff,
Yeah. So I guess it'll add like probably more ammo. Your shield will last longer. Your time will fall faster. It's probably stuff like that. What game are you talking about? Titanfall. We're talking about Titanfall,
Titanfall,
Aaron.
Yeah.
And then the Titans now have insignias, which is kind of similar to like how Call of Duty, when you have your little card thing, you get your little insignias there in the corner. So the Titans get insignias now that appear on your Titan. So they have like cool little designs. I think mine right now is like a dragon riding a rocket. It's pretty funny looking.
Yeah. Coming to PS4. Oh, actually, Titanfall, there's going to be a second game of Titanfall. There's going to be another game for that. And that game is going to come out on the PS4 and Xbox One. I heard that they're going to make a second game. So if you're looking to play Titanfall on the PS4, there's going to be a second game that you can buy on the PS4 and Xbox One. So that's going to be actually pretty interesting to see a second Titanfall.
I can't believe they're talking about that already. And then a lot of people who keep saying that Titanfall is just like Call of Duty are people, I feel like, who haven't played Titanfall. It's like, oh, why? Because there's guns and you shoot people. Then, Battlefield's just like Call of Duty. No, they're all completely different games.
It's a totally new idea from what Call of Duty is. Like, Titans, like they're huge machines walking around. You don't see that on Call of Duty. Like, I've never see that.
Yeah. And then there's also, I know a lot of people, this was like the main complaint with, especially like my clan, is the matchmaking and the team balancing. And they kept saying they were fixing that. But we weren't seeing that. We would get into a lobby and there would be like, we're level or Gen 2 or 3 or 4. and we're getting put into a lobby filled with like all Gen 10. And we're just like, that's not fair. So the last time I played Titanfall, I did notice a significant difference. We were getting paired with people who were, you know, slightly more balanced than what I've been seeing in the past. And then there's Titan voiceovers. You can change the little voiceovers in your Titan, so you had like who's ever commanding you. Typically on the two different teams, there's only, you know, there's the guy talking to you, or the chick talking to you, and then on the other one you have like your aliens talking to you, or another guy talking to you. So you can actually change those voices now. There's like 3 new ones, and one of them, his name's Jeeves, and he sounds like a British butler. Your Titan is taking some damage. So there's like cool ones like that, and they have like a British chick talking. So that's really cool that you can change that. And then also your auto Titan kind of helps you out more. You know, people were complaining that the Titans weren't doing enough work, or they weren't doing what you were saying. So they kind of pumped those up. They made those a little bit better with your auto Titan. And your auto Titans can actually use the Titan abilities that you get with the new Titan, or the Titan burn cards that you add to it. So they can use those, which is kind of cool. And then another thing that we were always kind of complaining about is our burn cards. You would constantly fill up your burn cards, and you would just like, you would have to be constantly using your burn cards, and when you would actually get your burn cards, you would lose them. So now they're doing an overflow, so you can keep those burn cards. You don't lose them completely, especially when you're completing challenges.
Right. Yeah. I've heard of the challenges. Like, you can have like a specific challenge, and you can just press, like, I think you can just press select or something, and you can just look at that specific challenge.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And I think what's cool about the difference between like Call of Duty or Titanfall, since people in the chat are kind of comparing the two, is, you know, it's just not, in order to regen, is you have to complete your regen requirements. So unlike Call of Duty, you just level up, and then once you reach level 60 or 70, whatever it is now, I don't know, then you can just, you know, prestige. Whereas this one, you have a set where they're forcing you to use all the weapons. So you have to use the shotguns. You have, you know, get 200 kills with your sniper rifle, or, you know, 50 goosers or stuff like that. And it gets really hard. Some of them are pretty hard to complete.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I really like it. It's keeping me, you know, until Destiny comes out and Borderlands Priest will come out. So
yeah, Destiny. I can't wait for that game to come out.
I know.
Yeah.
But once those do, so before we move on to our next topic, we want to let everyone know, if you haven't entered the raffle yet, enter now. Do the exclamation point raffle. That will enter you. Be sure to be following the Hauppauge Twitch page, because we will be doing about it right when we finish our next topic. We'll be announcing the winner. So go ahead, enter the raffle right now. If you haven't said anything, talk.
Just keep talking.
And we will move on to our next topic, and we'll give people, you know, time to enter. The usual people that attempt to compare games are those who have not played the games to their fullest extent. I mean, no offense to anyone. I
mean, I haven't played the game at all, but watching the gameplay, it looks pretty fun. And I really don't see that game being actually Call of Duty, so it's a pretty fun game to play.
Yeah, it's completely different with like the way you can run up the walls and your jetpacks, and I think, and I played Call of Duty for a very long time. I would know, like, oh, this is just like Call of Duty. I wouldn't have probably played it. I think Call of Duty was losing its touch, and that's why I stopped playing Call of Duty and moved on to Titanfall. Thought Titanfall was kind of a breath of fresh air, to be honest. I prefer it way better. What up, Crazy Choppa? Crazy Choppa, don't forget to enter the raffle right now. We are going to be moving on to our last topic, so do the exclamation point raffle. We're doing a raffle for a $25 gift card for Amazon, which is cool. You can buy some cool stuff. Buy some manga, some
It's good.
costumes, some books, stickers.
Yeah.
So yeah, enter the raffle. This is your last chance to actually enter the raffle. So do it right now. And we're gonna move on to our last topic of the chat, the podcast. Destiny. They've actually revealed 40 new achievements or trophies for Destiny.
Yeah.
So like you said, you're pretty pumped about this game.
Yeah. Like I've seen gameplay of it, and actually I am a big fan of Bungie. Like, I played Halo 1 since it came out, and it was probably one of the best games ever. And Bungie is actually a good, it's a good company, and they always have a good community with them. And watching this new game, I'm really, really hyped to play their game. So Bungie is probably one of my top developers out there.
Yeah, one of my best guy friends actually he works for Bungie, and we were so stoked for him and so happy. He's working for them, and he's really enjoying working for that company. And I'm really jealous.
Yeah.
Really, really jealous. So for those of you who don't know, Destiny's coming out September 9th, which is coming up pretty soon.
Yeah, so if you guys haven't pre-ordered it, you guys have to. It's a good game. Believe me, it's gonna be a really good game. So you have to. And I believe there was like a trial or something to play to play Destiny. So if you guys wanna try it, well, I think people are actually streaming right now some Destiny, but I'm pretty sure that you can't really stream that. I'm not sure. I've heard that people can't really stream that game because of copyright things. So
yeah, I don't know. If it's an alpha, you can't stream any of it. I think when the betas come out, you're allowed to, but during alphas, no. Because I did the alpha for Titanfall, and they were just like big no.
Yeah,
they will sue you.
Stuff like that. So, but I hope they bring out the beta, and that's gonna be fun to see what they have to offer to us.
Yeah.
So
anyone else out in the chat excited for Destiny? Because so excited, just can't wait. So let's kind of talk about a few. I just kind of chose a couple to talk about for their achievements and trophies.
Yeah.
So there's one called, I'll do like a couple and then you can talk about the other. So, okay. So they're suited for war, which is given to players who fill out all their armor and weapon slots with legendary or exotic gear. So kind of sounds like you have to probably do like a lot of battles and be a pretty high level in a lot of times in that game to get that stuff.
It seems that they're trying to push you to actually go outside and battle against others. So that's a good thing. Keeps you engaged in the game.
They have like 4 different modes, so you can play like either by yourself in the open world. You can go with like your friends, or you can do like huge raids of like up to 8 people, and so I'm really excited to see how all this works.
Right.
Really am. And then there's the next one, which is a Raider, which you'll earn for completing one of Destiny's intriguing raid missions. And apparently the raids are supposed to be really hard. That's what they were saying.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that a lot of people like. It's just going around and raid people, and I think that's gonna be a pretty cool mechanic for Destiny. So we're really looking for that. But yeah, I can't wait for that game. The other achievement, it's Ghost Hunter, which pretty much is tracking down 50 dead ghosts. So I'm not sure what they're really talking about.
Aren't all ghosts dead?
Yeah, like I don't know what they really talk about, but maybe it's like a collectible that you had to find around the map, I guess. But
maybe it's just like a certain like on one of the planets, like just what they're calling their bad guys, their creature thingies.
True. Yeah. Oh.
And then the other one, what's the other one?
Oh yeah. Dragon Slayer, killing a champion of the dark.
So I'm kind of interested in what that means.
Yeah, killing a champion of the dark. Like, dark, like, is that like a section of the map, or? Because that seems like a location, or.
Yeah, it might be like an area on the map, or it's like maybe it's referring to like a boss, kind of. Because I'm guessing it's going to be. Well, it's a Dragon Slayer, so obviously it's a dragon. So maybe it's like a dragon in a cave, or
Yeah, something like that. But those are really interesting achievements to get. So I'm looking forward to get 100% on this game, to get all the achievements and so on.
I'm actually gonna want to kind of post a link for achievements, so anyone who wants to take a kind of closer look, because we're just talking about a couple. Here, here's a link. That's a cool place to kind of go and look at some of them. So that's only 40 of the achievements. There's probably going to be way more. Joe. Yeah. And so for anyone who wants to play the beta actually comes out in July. Do you know what day in July? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I haven't really checked a lot of
information
yet. No, I don't think so. I think if they announce it, a lot of people would have just kind of talked about it on Twitter and YouTube. So I believe it's gonna be soon enough when they release that. So I'm really looking forward to get that alpha, whatever.
I know, and I can't wait to sit there and play with a bunch of friends and.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't wait! Just so excited. So yeah, just let us know if you're excited. If anyone's excited to play Destiny, and for anyone who hasn't followed the Hauppauge Twitch page, please do it now. We are actually probably gonna be starting off our raffle right now.
Raffle, yeah. So just type in !raffle to enter if you haven't. So make sure you.
And then please keep sending us your feedback on what you think needs improvements, what you would like to see in future products. Just let us know. We'll get the word out. And this is, like we said, the time and place to kind of let us know, because we really appreciate your feedback. Okay, and people are still talking. Okay, so yeah, the raffle is now closed as of right now.
All right.
We're shutting it off, and so that is the cue for Joe to kind of pick a winner. So we're gonna wait to see who the winner is. If you haven't yet, please check out the Hauppauge Facebook page, Twitter page. If you want to support Mexia or myself, you can go ahead, like our Twitch pages. Our names are right below us. We appreciate any of the follows, and if you would like us to follow back, just send us a message and we'll happily follow back any of our supporters. Let's see. Oh, Rush Squad Gaming. Are you still? See, we told you to stay in here, Rush Squad.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Are they still there though?
Squad. Come on.
Say something, Rush Squad. Say something.
Come on, Rush.
You see when it crashed. Let's see, Rush Squad. better wake him up.
Come on, man. Rush Squad. We're gonna give you a few more seconds. Come on.
We're waiting to see what we should do.
I think. Dang, Rush Squad.
Yeah, everyone's saying you have 1 minute to talk, or a new winner will be picked. So.
Rush Squad. Come on.
Don't lose this, Rush Squad. We told you to stay here, man. We told you to stay.
He left? I don't know. Let's go.
Oh, Rush Squad, they're back. They're back.
Yeah, Rush Squad.
You made it just in time. You won.
$25 for Amazon. Nice,
$25 gift card to Amazon. So Rush Squad, all you gotta do is message either Stream Team Joe in the chat or HauppaugeGaming. Just send them a PM, and we'll be sure to get that Amazon gift card to you. See, and you should thank us, Rush Squad.
Yeah. She told
you should thank us. Here. I told you to stay, and look what happens. You won. And that's why you stay in our podcast. So everyone, please congratulate Rush Squad, and we're gonna kind of wrap it up now. So I just wanted to thank everyone who has come to the podcast. We really appreciate you guys coming and hanging out and keeping the chat going. It makes the podcast so much more better, and we have a lot more fun talking to people. So please send us any of our feedback that you would have about any of our products. You want to say something, Mexi?
I just want to thank you guys for for letting me be here. It was a really good time. It's interesting topics, and it was really fun. I really had a good time talking to you guys. So it was really, really fun to be here. So yeah, make sure you guys check out their webpage. Follow Pepper. She is a really good streamer. She streams a lot of Titanfall and a little different games for Xbox One. So if you guys like Xbox One and you guys want to see Titanfall gameplay, that's a really good channel to see. So and I follow Mexi also, and plays a lot of Grand Theft Auto, I noticed, and so if you like Grand Theft Auto, go follow Mexi. And so thanks everyone. Thank you, Joe, for putting this stream together. We appreciate you kind of being there and leading the way for us. Thank you, Hauppauge, of course, for letting us be on your Twitch channel and letting us do this podcast every single weekend. That's right, we do this every single weekend. And if you would like to be a part of the podcast and you want a chance to be a part of the podcast, just send Joe a little message saying why you should actually be on it. Don't forget about the HD PVR Rocket. On Tuesday, there will be a deal for you get 2 HD PVRs for $199. So be sure to check out the Hauppauge Facebook page. Like I said, all the links down there. Go click them, follow them. And we hope to see you guys next time. All right? Yeah. Thanks again, and have a good day. I'm going to go play video games now. All right, guys. Bye.